Ayo, what is going on, you guys? Alejandro here, and welcome back to another episode of Magayon. In this episode, we're going to be building a roundabout, but not just any roundabout. We're going to be building a 6-way roundabout with an underpass. We are going to be taking inspiration from this roundabout you can see here on screen. Yes, that roundabout is located in Paris, France. So Paris has a lot of roundabouts. And if you guys want to check out my take on this roundabout, which is from Nanterre in Paris, well then, keep on watching. I'm starting off by expanding the road system here at the outskirts of the city. You can see that we have this diagonal intersecting avenue here, and that is where we are going to be placing that roundabout. That roundabout is going to have 6 lanes of access. Two for each of the avenues and 1 for each of the roads. You'd see them connected later on, but now first I'm doing the sunken part, which is the underpass. I'm not using a tunnel, I'm just using a sunken road and then using an elevated one to use as a not elevated one, if you know what I mean. We're just basically sinking down the actual terrain and just making the terrain above it feel like it's the actual one. But yeah, I'm adding in this concrete wall on the side so that it would give it an illusion that this is not an elevated road, and also to hide the ugly textures. I also added in a concrete barrier at the middle so that people wouldn't really make a U-turn here, because it should go straight through. It should symbolize this is an important road, because this road right here, I'm going to be showing in the live play which parts of the city this is connecting. And now I'm just using these one-way 2-lane roads separated, and then I'm connecting them back into a 4-lane road with this underpass in the middle. I'm using the node controller to make the transition seamless, and it allows me to make these sensual off-ramps, but it's on the center. I'm gonna be using that more in later episodes to come, with an elevated overpass all throughout a highway network. If you guys want to see that, that's gonna be on later episodes. But for now, I'm just gonna be doing this line detailing, adding in some chevrons and then some curbs, because we gotta make it safe. We gotta make it look like it's not an intersection, that it's just expanding. It allows us to go Anyways, I don't know how to explain it. I'm on road anything. But yeah, adding in some grass. Instead of pavement, we are using more grass in this city, because if you're not following this series, make sure you do, because this is a series taking inspiration from various Southeast Asian cities, mainly the Philippines right now, and also the Philippines never colonized. We're taking inspiration from a lot of different places actually to make this ambitious goal come to life. We're taking inspiration from Paris, also from other European, Japanese, and all the sorts. So if you guys want to check that out, subscribe and hit that bell notification so you'll be notified for I upload a brand new episode. And yeah, this is just one of the many things we have taken inspiration from Paris. I'm going to be talking about the next episode later on. But now let's discuss this thing. So as you can see, I'm using a 2-way system instead of one road connecting to the sides. We have 2 ones connecting at an intersection, 2 one-way roads. You just basically see it on screen. I'm not that good at describing things. But yeah, you can see that instead of connecting that 4-lane road, the node at the center, we're going to create nodes at the corners instead of where they should be, if that makes sense. But yeah, and that would also allow a direct connection to the node by diagonal roads, which allows us to make this 6-lane one. And now I'm adding in a pavement network so that we don't get the terrain issues, because I decided to just change it back into a into a at grade type of road. But if we have the terrain beside that road become too steep, there's dark patches on the side. That's because it's not rendering properly, so we have to stop that. We can avoid that by using networks and also decals, as you'll see later on. I'm just, cleaning it up, making it look clean and tidy. And I'm also making it darker because the road network that I'm using is a little bit darker, but the base color of it is lighter. The texture that it has makes it look darker, and if it's connected to an intersection, you gotta make it darker so that it would all look seamless. And I'm also doing the same trick here for the inner island, I guess, but I'm using also a surface to cover up the black patches because the grass networks sadly are not the same with the asphalt networks, so I did that. And now we're doing the detailing for the roundabout. I'm keeping it quite minimal. As you can see, we're only giving it like what path they should be taking, like direction to guide them. It's not that very definitive, not like the other intersections that are built in other places. I'm just keeping this very minimal. It's in the outskirts of the city, and traffic here is not that high. It's very low traffic, this area, but the detailing I did for this place was all over the place. I actually cut off some footage here because there was a lot of trial and error, and I'm only showing you what I actually did to succeed in this venture. Wow, venture. Anyways, pro tip when building roundabouts, make sure that all of the roads are at the same terrain level, like same height, because when you're placing detailing or what do you call this, asphalt textures, it's going to be difficult to make them sloped. So watch out for that. Don't make the already hard job even harder, because we don't like that. Anyways, I'm also adding in this. I use that decal as a circle as a guide to which places to place the pedestrian lane, because where I'm taking inspiration from, there's actually this paved path, a circular paved path around the thing, and they have crossings on that path. They even have a bus station there, but we're not going to be having that here, maybe in other intersections. But now I'm doing the the pathways, pedestrian roads, cleaning it all up. Most of this build is just me using Node Controller to smoothen it all up. If you guys still haven't subscribed to the Node Controller, segment controller, or whatever, I highly recommend you do so, especially if you want to make the best intersections you'd want without having that much effort as compared to what we were able to do before. Now it's a lot easier, but it still takes a lot of time. So don't forget about that. Now I'm just adding in the decals, asphalt surfaces, so that it look all cleaner, and sinking down the road because it decided to join the party when I was flattening the entire level of the thing. And I am now just going to be finishing the detailing here, adding in some final touches to the inner side of the roundabout and moving the nodes, the segment ends, so that they would all connect. Now I'm going to be showing you this part, which is me placing down a sidewalk, a decal, a pavement, a concrete pedestrian path, which is lighter than the pedestrian pathways that the Japanese roads have. And I'm just going to be copying and pasting that all over the sides and filling them all in. I don't know, as you can see, there you go, they're all over the intersection. It just defines the intersection, the roundabout, even more, as you can see. But I'm not quite sure if I should keep doing this in later episodes, because a lot more places in the city still need to be done, and this is already a little bit overkill by the node amount. But detailing here is going to be very minimal, but I'm going to be showing you the traffic flow here later on. It's not that heavy because we don't have any people living here, as you can see. But if you guys have any suggestions on what type of residential area we're going to be building here, I'm going to be building low density here. So if you guys have any places for me to take inspiration, probably from Southeast Asia or wherever you want, just give me suggestions, hit me up in the comments. Now I'm just finishing the curbs because I can't use the intersection marking tool here because it's a little fidgety. So I decided to use a grass curb network and using Node Controller to make one side of the segment thicker and using the tools to make it curve, if you know what I mean. I think I'm a pro. I'm not a pro, but I've been using this for a long time and it's just such an amazing mod. And now I'm using this to create islands again on the side, barriers, divisions, so that people crossing the street would be safe, because a roundabout is people first. I think they are one of the safest ways to cross. And yeah, it's very slow here. That's why there is a dedicated underpass, so that people going into the city wouldn't need to use this intersection, because yeah, nobody wants to stop at a red light or slow down, because what if you're in a hurry? But yeah, I'm going to be explaining why we have that underpass there once we are at the live play at the end of the video. I'm just copying and pasting those networks, making it a little easier for me to do the detailing. Also here, I can't use the segment, what they call this, intersection marking tool here, because this is outside of the road and I can't use fillers here. So I'm also using the same trick for that. And then I'm just copying and pasting it. I mean, later on, I'm going to be copying and pasting it, doing the same trick here on the left side, offsetting everything, making everything look perfect, you know, making everything look noise, and then copying and pasting it to the other side. Most of the like footage here you're seeing is just one side, because I'm just copying and pasting everything on the side. And now we're going to be finishing some detailings here on the side, because you can see there's still some empty patches there, as there is empty lines, empty intersections. As here, there's disconnected lines, and we're just connecting it all up. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I'm just gonna be adding in some, you know, making sure that everybody is actually supposed to go through, like follow the where they should go, like lane detailings. And yeah, now we are here at the landscaping and detailing. I'm using these shrubs and bushes to give the island a little bit more texture, but I'm actually using props. Now I have a mod called Tree Props Enabler or something that converts all trees into props. So that allows us to place trees, to elevate trees, place them anywhere we want, any height we want, even though make it float or whatever, because trees snap to the terrain. So this mod is amazing. I'm just only using it for the center island, because that part is actually, the terrain is low because, you know, there's an underpass. And I also added in this those conifers, or those trees at the middle of the road, as you can see right there. And I'm going to be cleaning that all up, adding in signs that are telling you that this is a roundabout, which is kind of like, okay, because at the ground level you can't see that this is a roundabout, so we gotta make sure that people know what this is. And yeah, now we're adding in this what do you call this, decals, adding in road decals, damage decals, so that it would give like a sense of wear and tear to the intersection. And the reason why we're adding is because we actually placed, you know, before in the video we actually placed asphalt networks, and those textures are like brand new asphalt, and we want to make it look a little bit older and make it look like, you know, an actual road that has been used for quite some time now. So we're using decals, and yeah, adding it there and here. And I guess this is it. We're just going to be adding in some trees on the side, keeping it very minimal, because I'm still planning on building things here and I didn't want to, you know, add too much foliage. But yeah, we're also going to be adding some lights here and there, making it all look cute. And yeah, how many NES have I said? If you guys can count how many NES I have said in this video, comment them down below, and I might give you a shout out in the next episode if you counted them correctly. And yeah, another and yeah, let's go to the live play. And welcome to the live play. This is the final intersection we have built. As you can see, it's quite gorgeous, it's quite amazing, and it's quite beautiful, especially from above. And from the ground, if you're going to be driving into this roundabout, it's actually quite gorgeous, because it's like has enough foliage, and there's a monument here, or a statue. It's a bamboo monument. Let's just imagine that this place has a lot of bamboos. So this is the intersection. As you can see, there's a tunnel going through it, and we're actually having traffic going into it already. mostly into the city or out to the city. I'm going to be going at farther view of the city to explain which part this connects to. This is, oh, the lag. So from this angle, you can clearly see the diagonalism of this one. As the city has this grid pattern here, well, the city doesn't actually follow a specific grid pattern, it has a lot. But yeah, this goes straight through here, connecting from the outer expressway. Yeah, this entire stretch here on the left, that is an expressway. It has access to this, so it allows people who are from here to go into the city easily, into the train station actually. And you don't want to like hinder that. And this one is connecting this outer area of the city to this important intersection, which is connected to this avenue here, the circumferential road 1, and then this road here. And this is a stadium here or something. Araneta Coliseum, something like that. That's the inspiration I'm taking for, but I'm still not quite sure if that's the building that I'm going to be going for. Well, we also have these two roads here connecting to the side. One connecting towards this high-rise district, connecting straight through, going straight through this place, which is the Presidential Palace. If you guys want to check that out, the next episode would already be on Patreon. So if you guys want to check it out, the links are down below. Yeah, that's the Presidential Palace right there. This has direct connection to that if you want to like avoid going through this. But yeah, everything is well connected in the city, unlike Manila. We also have this one which connects to the expressway easily. Yep, just goes straight through, which is a straight road. One of the rarest in the city. That's why straight continuous roads are important in the city. They're one of the widest. But yeah, we have this issue here. That's why it's a little bit laggy here. So that is the interchange roundabout. I keep saying interchange roundabout. We're going to be connecting this later with a proper interchange, like a proper highway interchange with like, you know, the ramps and all that kind of stuff. And I'm planning on the next episode to give the circumferential road like elevated overpasses, so that people won't have to like wait for the intersection for the red light to turn on. Especially in this one here, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roads connecting to it. It's actually just 1, 2, 3, and 4 because it's just one single road. But yeah, this is quite an issue, and this is gonna have a lot of traffic in it. So we're just gonna allow this road with a bike lane to go through it, and then maybe even here or here. But here we're gonna have it sunk down because we don't want to disrupt the pedestrian flow here. Though the city is very walkable, as you'd see in the next episode, we're gonna be building up pedestrianizationism in the city. The pedestrianism of the city decreases the farther out you go into the city. The older districts are completely pedestrianized, some parts, but once you reach outside of the expressway, not so much. But yeah, that is the roundabout and some plans for the next episode. And this is what the roundabout looks like from the ground. As you can see, it's one of the best places to like, it has one of the most amazing views of the city, because to the left you'd see nature. It's just pure nature. There, the volcano, Mayon volcano, that is going to be our placeholder for La Defense. That space needs to be changed because I just want to place something tall there, something pointy to show significance. And then that's going to be like a business district. That is the arena. Behind that, that's Ortigas, Makati, something like that. And behind that as well, further away, is BGC. But here, that is the next episode. That is the palace. As you can see, it's located on top of a hill. And yes, it has one of the most gorgeous views of the old city. From this side, look at the pointiness of this place. Look at how many pointed things we have. It's just all pointing upwards. And here is Magdala. This is like Tondo. This is like the old financial district. This is like where the high-speed train station is. There's some issues here, so don't worry about that. And that is the residential area right there. And the Olympic Park right there. So if you live here, this would be an amazing place to live in because you have access to everything. It's quite far away from the city, but it's a lot quieter than living in the city center. And a lot less expensive. Because if you leave umalis, if you live there in the city center, girl, the prices there are sky high. Only the rich people are living what they call this, comfortably there. Because if you're, poor, you don't actually have that much opportunity there. And also because most of the city is public housing, you won't be living in that place in the city, low density wise. But yeah, single family homes still have that. But yeah, this is the episode. This is the roundabout right here. It's quite gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that. I don't know. I don't know how to drive. We don't have that many roads here in the provinces. I'm just basing this off of what I've learned on YouTube and Google Maps. Okay, where are you going, sir? You're going straight through. We have this intersection, by the way, here. I did this off camera a bit, but this is basically just the road that goes through continuously into the palace. Yeah, that's an intersection. We have connecting nodes, intersections in the city, but they are not, they're not allowed to go through it. As you can see here, this road is just there. You can't go straight through to the right and then go to the other side there. I guess this is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below any suggestions of anything you want to see next. If you guys want to show your support to the channel, consider becoming a patron on patreon.com/Alejandro and get exclusive content, early access, and so much more. The next episode, which is the palace and that entire tree thing happening there, is already up on Patreon. So if you guys want to check that out, the links are going to be down below. But if you can't, that's okay. You can still subscribe and click that bell notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. This is Alejandro signing off. Bye!